Hi everyone, welcome to today's video, and I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Super excited to do this video. Great information, great technology about aging, the face muscles, and I will demonstrate the Face Master for you. You can order this machine on SuzanneSummers.com, and I have done my research and my study. I put off buying the Face Master for as long as I could. I wanted to make sure I was diligent about my research, my reading. Was it worth the price? There's other machines out there, but they're all kind of in the same price range as the Face Master. I didn't really find one was better than the other, but the premise is what makes this technique, or using electrical impulses into the muscles of the face, the best way to go about anti-aging. So, when you're thinking about what happens as you age, mine didn't really start to happen until 50, and I'm 52 now. So, you could probably either have it happening now or not have it happening yet, but that doesn't mean you can't start using electrical pulses to work the muscles of the face. Let's just back up for 5 seconds and remember that skin health, aging, your back of your hands, everything starts in the bowel. So unfortunately, everything that surrounds aging is what goes in your mouth. Let's just be clear. I think if you watch my channel, you understand the importance of what goes in the mouth. It all pushes out through the skin. Any kind of toxins or if you see rosacea, eczema, anything, a pimple, that is the body's last stop. It's gotten it out. It's coming out through your skin. That is the last process to rid itself of said toxins it doesn't want. And it manifests itself in many forms through the skin, the décolletage. It manifests itself in many forms, but medically, it all starts in the bowel because of what you're eating. So if you do anything for yourself, make sure you're eating the best you possibly eat. Gluten is an extreme toxin for most human beings on the planet. We don't tolerate it well because we weren't designed to eat tons of carbohydrates. We just weren't. Will you hear that from your regular doctor? No, he probably doesn't even ask you what you eat. How are you sleeping? How's your sex life? How's your vagina? These kind of questions don't really come up. When you go to the dermatologist, he doesn't really want to know what you're eating, how you're sleeping, etc. But unfortunately, that's all related to his field or her field, dermatology. Now, there are functional dermatologist type doctors. They're extremely hard to find. So education is key. So I have educated myself on many topics for the body. I want to advocate. It's one of the main reasons why I spend hundreds of hours reading research, and I do enjoy it, yes, but I want to make sure that I know what's going on with myself before I bring it to the so-called experts. Especially if I'm stuck going to a regular kind of MD and not a functional or integrative kind of MD. So, in Missouri, Kansas City area, we do have functional integrative doctors. There are just not tons of them, and it's more difficult. The field doesn't really take insurance, so you have to just kind of get around it. But that's a topic for later. So, without further ado, the Face Master. So, we're aging and loss of volume. This is why our face, I have on no makeup. I do have on some hydration, some cream, facial cream. And loss of volume is kind of also a definition of aging. Loss of volume. You're losing volume. That's why your tendons start to show in the back of the hands. And also, if you get a little bit of dehydration going on, your back of your hands will be very pronounced. So, loss of volume. And how this manifests itself on the face is it's literally your muscles sliding down, losing their volume down the face, down the structure of the facial bones. You slide from up here, which gives you the V. And I have a very kind of a small one. You slide in here, which hollows you out, which my right side hollow is worse than my left side hollow. Just being real, you get more pronounced laugh lines. Why? Because this muscle that makes up your face is sliding. Your lips change trajectory because of muscles sliding. So we lose volume that we once had in our lips because the muscle slide, which turns the lips and makes our lips smaller. I believe I have some of that going on. I believe my top lip is smaller. I don't have the biggest lips on the planet to begin with, but I believe I am downturned from sliding musculature. So think of it as you go to the gym. I go to the gym, or I go to my basement where I have tons of gym stuff and that I actually use, and I'm lifting weights. Medium heavy, okay? But how do you lift weights for your face, the musculature of your face? This kind of concept has been around for a long time. High-end salons offer this treatment. Here is the Face Master in its glory. It comes in a big box, and this particular sale, it came with about 4 extra products. I got the glycopeptide moisturizing cream, and it has the peptides in it. It's amazing. This is pure organically certified. Face Masters do have warranties, and you open her up and it's got the wands inside. It has a little trough for where you put your serums, and this compartment is ideally for your booties. And I will show you what the booties are. The booties slide on to your front, like touching the naked probe to your face, and you just push them down right over the top, and sometimes they slide right on, sometimes they don't. I don't change mine every single usage. But what I found, I've only been using this a week now, but what I found is after about 3 days, change it. Recommended usage in the beginning is 3 days a week. The Face Master has settings. Comes with a 9-volt battery. You just put her in. Then you turn her on. The first setting is beeping because it wants to start, And the way it starts is you touch the two probes together, and that's what signals the machine that your process has started. And it has a picture of the face, of the eye area. This is for the first part of the machine is for eye area. And it says 3 minutes. So it's going to beep at you every 10 seconds to move the wand in a different location. The machine also has intensity buttons. You can dial up your intensity as you see me here, and you can see it coming upwards. I plan on zapping my husband's face as well. I have not started that, but I have told him, your face is falling and we need to start zapping in the 50s instead of waiting till we're, 70 to start electrically working out our face muscles so we can maintain face volume. I do not want my eyes to end up like sunken and black. Another thing is when you wake up in the morning, which is the recommended time to use the machine, if you wake up with red scratchy eyes like I do, you use your wands in around the eye. It clears up the eyeball. It is bizarre. Don't let it scare you. It can be startling if you have your intensity up too high. It causes retinal flashing. That means your eyeball is flashing. It is totally safe. This is FDA approved. Not that I am down with the FDA, because I'm really not. But if you are down with the FDA and you want to know if this is an approved device, it is. And it is approved to use it on all the parts of the face that we use it for. So the device comes with a CD, and I didn't put it in because I thought the pamphlets said it all. Plus I've watched Susan. You can go to Facebook anytime you want. Look up Susan Summers on Facebook, like her page, or don't like her page, and just watch what she's doing in there. She's constantly doing Facebook Live. She's talking about her products. Is she selling them? Yeah, she is. But what I would stress is more important than her selling products is, what is she selling you? She's selling you some of the best compounded organic substances on the planet for the best price point. So if you can get past the selling part and just listen to the information and how she relates it to the body and what products she has. She also does Facebook Lives talking to doctors. They're very informational. She does a whole Facebook Live with her face master and her husband. Even her daughter-in-law comes on and zaps her face live on Facebook, and you can see the results just right there in the camera. And today I'm trying to have like blinding lights so you guys can see. I'm going to zap one side of my face so you can see the difference yourself. These pamphlets that come with it explain everything you want to know about the machine, and then it has great pictures and steps for eye routine, and then face mode, and you just follow the pictures. You want to lift your jaw, you want to lift your cheek. It gives you all the techniques. It's all 10 seconds, move the wand, 10 seconds, move the wand. And as you get used to being pulsated, you can ramp up the intensity. Like I said, Susan said she's 71 and she uses the machine every morning. I've been using, it must have been 2 weeks. I've been using the machine every other morning, but I'm really loving the benefits of having a clear white eye in the morning. And I may switch to zap, like just this area every morning. It will not hurt you. It does not hurt me. It just is startling at first when you put it up here and it does the zapping. It is not a lot of power in that 9-volt battery, so you don't really have to worry about its intensity. It also has pictures for the mouth and how we want to kind of turn our mouth back up, help the muscles work out and remain full and in place. Without this, I fear I would age differently. I'm aging well, hormonally. I'm balanced. I'm eating. I do intermittent fasting 5 days a week, keto. But when I'm off work my 2 days a week, I kind of eat what I want. I don't stuff my face all day, but we've talked about this. Everything to do with here, besides for your musculature, is eating. I wish I could tell you it wasn't. I wish I could eat what I want, but I can't. Really, nobody can. Unless you just don't care, then hey, do you. That's what I say. Now, these two fluids come in your box, and I also got a cleanser and the peptide cream, as I said. And this is the conducting serum. When you run out, you can serum right off facemaster.com. This is the anti-aging serum, facial toning. You know what? I mixed mine. She talks about driving products into the skin, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm down for that. So I literally you just want to get your booties a tiny bit, not sopping, but you know, that's about 4 drops. And then 1 pump of the anti-aging. Take your booty, stir it up. Okay, this booty's loaded. I'm going to get the other booty loaded. Just kind of work it around. And remember, we're going to turn on our machine. 3 minutes. Now it's going. Good grounder. And I'm having retinal flashing, but a very minimal. I want my eyelids up instead of sagging. It beeps at you when the 10 seconds. I've moved my position now. I can barely feel any of the pulsating. I have mine on like level 2, I believe. And I still open my book because I'm still following along with the recommended pictures. It's pulsating. Now I'm going to lift my brow, push up, and hold. This is strictly movements just around the eye. It's beeping at me every 10 seconds. So you can't really overdo per se. Now we're going to do the temple, the sliding. Sliding. And I'm going to ground back here and slide. It beeped at me. Now I'm going to get really close to the camera. Do you see? Hold on. I'm going to turn it off so it'll stop beeping at us. Do you see the position of my eyebrow compared to the position of this eyebrow? Do you see that my eye is, the musculature has been stimulated now, so you can see the different position yourself that it's holding compared to this side of my face. These results last without continual treatment, 4 or 5 days. But it is something that you have to maintain, just like anything in life. I have to maintain my water. I have to maintain my food. I have to maintain my body. I have to maintain cardio. I eat a lot of raw food. It's just all about the lifestyle. So you can't just buy it and then use it and love the results and then not do it again, because it won't last. Because like anything, if I lifted weights, I have beautiful biceps. I do. But if I'd stop, they would fall down. The muscle tone would leave because I wasn't using them. So this is an entire muscle. Have you ever seen it as human skeleton? You have just, 2 holes for eye, hole for this, your mouth and your teeth. They're all this structurally is musculature and skin. So how do we maintain our musculature? We stimulate it with electrical impulses. So I'm going to do my hollow one more time. And I've told it to turn on. I love the fact that I can visually see what stimulating my musculature on my face does for me. Now I'm going to move to cheeks, and I'm holding with light pressure, and I'm stimulating the musculature in my cheek. It's called cheek lifting. Now we're going to put under the bone and hold. I'm using light pressure, and it doesn't hurt, but I can feel the electrical impulses. Now I'm going to do cheek sculpting. Grounding and up. Grounding and up. I feel every impulse, but it's not causing me pain. Now I'm going to do jaw lift, which I need desperately. It beeps at you every time. It's time to move. I'm going to do chin. And I'll show you the move for the mouth to help us maintain our smile. Smile pinch, grounding, okay. I'm going to turn this off. And I'm pushing into the camera because the results are immediate, and your makeup, after you zap your face a few times, it goes on brilliantly. You can see the difference in my face because this side now has a less drawdown than this side. It's science. I didn't make it up. I wish I was that smart. You can still see that my eye is lifted by what I did. So now that I've done the left side, I'm going to do the right side of my face, just so you can kind of understand that it's quick, it's simple. I'm turning my machine back on. I'm touching my probes. And I'm doing my hollow. I feel the pulses. You can feel this one up to your hairline. It feels bizarre, but there's no pain involved. Eyebrow lift. This one you don't feel as much. I don't know why. Grounding. One grounds. One glides. I have to turn backwards. Okay. You can also do these brilliant circles. I can feel the impulses. I see a small amount of retinal flashing, but not tons of it. Okay, I did all those moves. I'm going to move on. Cheek pinch with light pressure. I'm going to do cheek slide. I'm going to do jaw lift. Doing this movement just a little bit more. Pinching. Not with a tons of pressure, just a small amount. Now I want to working my facial muscles. And now it's done with its mode. It wants to move on to the next mode, which is shows you face mode, and it's long. It wants you to tap your wands together, and it is just literally using, there's a setting, a movement for crow's feet. You just put your wand in the feet and literally just move this wand back and forth over the crow's feet, which I do have. And your booties slide because they have the serum on them. And they call these things pumps. I don't know. For me, they're small lines. And you know, some of these movements on face mode gets really, you know, forehead. One wand remains stationary, and you're just literally sliding across the forehead. You're working this whole entire musculature here. I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to pretty much end this video on this note. Now you can clearly see that my eye now is in the same position as my left. My lines are softer. My hollow, it I still have one. It's just less pronounced. I haven't been working on my hollow as much yet. I mean, I haven't even been at this a month. But what I love about stimulating my musculature as much as I do my body on my face is the fact that clear eyes, white teeth, lifted musculature is a really sign of youth and dewy skin. And I always talk about watch the matting on your mature face. You know, don't get the powder down. You want to have a little bit of dew to your skin, healthy. Remember, you want your foundation to look like skin on you, but just better than your skin. And updates on my Too Faced foundation. This shade, the warm nude I was talking about in the last video, very wearing well. It seems to even wear better when I face master. So I believe I will switch my routine to zap every morning. Maybe not the full 15-minute full face regimen, and maybe I'll do eyes for 5 days a week and face 2 or 3 days a week, full face, all depending on my time and how I can regiment it. And that's just how you guys have to look at it. How do you best regiment your time, you know, when you're getting up at 4 or 5, whatever, you know, unearthly hour you guys have to get up with. It's all about managing time. But I felt clearer. Once I zapped, my makeup went on amazing. I looked really awake. I didn't have to pretend to be awake per se. I just like the result of zapping. She does talk about, you know, getting the benefits of the machine and of using it in the morning time instead of using it at night before you go to bed. I imagine you can, if it came down to no zapping or zapping before bed, I would choose before bed. But I say morning recommended time frame because I want to get the benefit of my stuff. When the first time I used it, my muscles of my face did seem sore, just a tiny bit. It wasn't like I've gotten much sore in the gym, trust me, but I did notice that the musculature was like, hey, what happened? And it wasn't immediate, it was a little bit later that the muscles on my face were like, hey, what did you do to us? So I did know that I had performed some stimulation. There's no bothersome about it, so don't be worried. Don't be worried if you see retinal flashing. Don't be worried if you feel the stimulation of the machine. That means it's working. Also, retinal flashing goes down as the muscles become more tone in the face. So, I know Susan even said she zapped her cheeks and got so regimented. Her cheeks got so kind of big and fluffy, she kind of had to back down. And so that is a real deal. They offer these systems in real salons, one, you know, high-end salons, one treatment's like $275. It is real. It's a great treatment if you want to go spend $200 to $300 zapping your face in a salon, then go for it. But you can buy the machine. They're $300. This one was on sale for $250. And yeah, it's a big price point. I'm not even trying to pretend that it's not. They do have a warranty because, you know, you just spent a lot of money on a machine. So you want for it to last forever, basically. And so I believe just like in makeup, you invest in good stuff, you get good results. And also plan on zapping other areas of my body. I've read a lot about it. If you guys want to have any information on that, just let me know. Ask me a question below. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys understand the procedures. I hope you understand how it works for you medically, meaning what is it doing for your looks and your face. I hope you understood. If you have any questions, ask me below, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. Love you guys.